Hello and welcome to a very special set of videos that I will be planning on releasing over the coming weeks slash months. So as I had promised before in some of my earlier videos last year and back in like October, November, and December, I've been talking about doing a lot more newer content, different types of videos, and the big one, diving deep into the archives, so to speak. Now, first off, I guess I should just get the elephant in the room out of the way. It is a very chilly night here in Pennsylvania, and so obviously I am staying nice and bundled. So hopefully you guys don't mind. Hopefully this hat isn't too distracting. Anyhow, like I said, over the course of the next few weeks and months, I'm planning on releasing a lot of videos that I only uploaded on my Facebook page. And obviously a lot of my YouTube subscribers may not have seen a lot of that stuff because I've been releasing live videos on YouTube as far back as late 2015 and then all of 2016. So some of this stuff is really long and it's mostly like random unboxings or me showing off like my horror DVD collection or some VHS tapes or some random pickups here and there. Some stuff was definitely worth moving over to YouTube while other stuff was not. But that's just at my discretion. Obviously, all of the content will always be available at my Facebook. If you go to /album section, you click on videos, all of my live Facebook videos and all of that content is on there in the original form. But what I'm putting on YouTube is sort of a cleaned up, edited, obviously with an intro, and each intro will explain a little bit about what the video is about. So I do apologize if this intro is a little longer than I expected. However, I just wanted to cut right to the point and let you guys know that these videos that you'll be watching, you'll see me talking to the screen the way I am now and interacting with the screen. You'll see me reading comments, or you'll see me and hear me reading comments, as well as responding directly to people. Unfortunately, the way that Facebook recorded it, you only see me, so you do not see the chat content, nor will you see anything that anybody is saying or writing. So if parts of the video seem confusing or just seem random, like I say somebody's name, like, oh yes, Marty, that's a cool game, that's why. Because it was originally recorded as a live video, so when I recorded it, I could see everything that people were saying to me, including my viewers. So something along those lines. So, but this one that you're about to watch is from 2016 when I went out to Hanover for my second time. The second time around, I had a lot more free time to do shopping and explore the town a lot more. So the video that you're about to watch, it's me going to stores such as a local Goodwill, a local thrift store that's literally called Thrift Store. I go to a really awesome video game store called Press Start Games. And I came across a rental video store that was still in operation that was willing to sell a bunch of their tapes. That was called Video Max. So those are the 4 locations that you will see. Well, you won't see the locations, but you'll see items that I picked up from those 4 locations. Thank you for watching, and like I said, stay tuned for the next one. So, all right, take it away. It was the first one I went to. I always start big. Either go home Go big or go home. Go big or go home. I'm saying that wrong. Okay, first up is let's see here. So, in general, the big thrift store was pretty much shitty. They didn't have a ton of stuff there. So, I had to really battle through all these clothes and a lot of nonsense. But they did have VHS tapes there. And you can't go wrong with some fucking Hellraiser. So, Hellraiser on tape. Now, I do have this already on tape, but I don't have the collector's edition tape, which, as you can tell, it has all these extra things on there. So, like, interviews, behind the scenes, making of, which is always really cool, you know. It's hard to find this stuff anymore. They don't really put it on the new Blu-rays and DVDs, you know, for time purposes and all that nonsense. So, huge find, and what do you know? They had the fucking sequel there. So, it's not too often that you find two tapes, and they're both parts 1 and parts 2. So, that was a big one, and I believe they were 99 cents, so $1 a piece, I'll take it. Then, I pretty much was going to give up. I was like, there's nothing left in this store, except a bunch of fucking clothes and, you know, a bunch of weird women. So, I'm standing in line, getting ready to throw in the towel, and I turn and look over, and they have this, like, shitty display of, like, a bunch of board games and puzzles and stuff, so I'm just kind of glancing over, killing time. And what do you fucking know? From the fucking past, 1987, buried underneath everything, I barely fucking see a glimpse of it, Mr. fucking Mouth. Holy shit. So, I always tell people, yep, just like CJ saying, don't ever, like, give up on the thrift store. Like, make sure you check every nook and cranny of it, because you never know what you're going to find. That's fucking awesome. They were selling it for like $3 something. It was like $3 and some change. I was like, that's fucking worth it to me. That's fucking awesome. I used to have this game as a kid. Obviously, I don't know what the hell happened to it. You know, we moved a couple times when I was younger. You know, shit got, you know, either given away or got lost. And I have it right here, all put together. So you would like flip these little flippers. It comes with bugs. So, or yeah, little like bumblebees or some shit, whatever the hell frogs eat. And then you'd put it, and you know, you got to get the battery and everything, and he would spin, and then you would flip the bug in the frog's mouth. So, you know, obviously this is more of a little children's game, but it can definitely be a lot of fun with adults if alcohol is involved or other substances. So, don't do drugs, kids. But yeah, I mean, I can't believe I found Mr. Mouth. So that was the first pickup. Definitely worth it. Definitely was a really good find. Then on to the next store. The town has a local Goodwill, so it's always good to check out the Goodwill if there's anything there. You can't always... Goodwills are hit or miss because they're really starting to overprice their shit. So I always tell everybody, you know, one of Jeff's tips is try and bundle things. Or ask questions. You know, don't always go by the price that they put on the box. Like, maybe try and haggle them a little bit or say, is it really this much? Or can I get a special deal on it? Or if I buy a bunch, can you give me a couple free or something? Because certain towns, the Goodwills are getting out of hand with that. And it's shit that they get for free. So don't ever overpay at Goodwill because it's all free inventory that they're getting. So there's no reason why it should be expensive. All right, so... the big find here at Goodwill was, let's see, let's get this thing, is so fucking huge. I didn't think I was going to find one of these. And anybody that's a VHS collector, I highly recommend, if you find these, pick them up. Boom! This is the VHS holder, and a lot of times they're big enough to hold the VCR right up top. So this is a great display piece, keeps everything neatly packed tight, keeps all your tapes clean, dust off of them. Tapes tend to cause dust buildup. If you're someone like me that has bad allergies, this is a great thing to own because you can keep all your tapes away, keep everything nice and clean, and, you know, dust-free, and space. I mean, that's the big thing nowadays. People don't buy physical shit because it takes up too much room. But if you get something like this, well, it's not going to take up a ton of room because everything is packed away neatly, and you can stack these. All of the VHS holders they made are almost all the same. So I have many at home that you can just stack up, and it saves a ton of space. So, and it's safe keeping them. So that was... How much was that? That was $1.97. Boom. Can't beat it. Can't beat that with a fucking stick. $1.97 VHS holder. Boom. The pickup of the week. Then, found 2 tapes. Big cartoon fan. I love the old classics. Found this Daffy Duck Kids Picks. I love the way they spell the word picks. And then on the back, that's the back of it. So you get 4 or 5 Daffy Duck, or 4 of them, 4 Daffy Duck shorts. So that's pretty cool. And then, boom! Believe it or not, boom! I've never seen this. I need to get around to seeing it. So now that I have it, I can watch it. Real excited about that. Can't go wrong with Good Times. Good Times tapes are really cool. So excited about that. Any Mad Max fans out there? Be jealous. And then the other big pickup was, well, I'll explain the story real quick. So, just like I said, every time you go into a store, ask questions, you know, check products, make sure they are what they are, take shit apart, open up stuff. I always have people get angry, oh, why are you opening that up? Because I want to fucking make sure it is what it is. Too many times, you know, you buy a DVD, you go home, you buy a used DVD. It's not the right one, or like fucking game is in there, or some stupid shit. So, I came across the original Star Wars trilogy, the CBS tapes, on VHS, of course, in the box. So it has sort of this like sleeve that comes off, and then this is the box underneath that holds all the tapes, and then that opens up and has a bunch of information about, you know, the movies. And then on the other side, of course, opens up. More information, original posters, artwork. So this is all late 80s. 1988 was when they came out with this. So you can't go wrong there. Then, obviously, you got the tapes. So this is like, you know, crazy. You got the three-piece, or 5 pieces altogether. And then here are the original covers. They don't even make these anymore. Like the Blu-rays and the DVDs, they got all new artwork. So it's actually really hard to find these. And like these are the original posters. Like this is the original 70s poster. This is the original early 80s, and then mid 80s when Return came out. Those are awesome pickups. But I'm sure you're wondering, well, where the fuck are the tapes, Jeff? What the fuck? You're missing the main product. Well, the thing was, I looked at the tapes. Unfortunately, wet tape syndrome happened to them, and it's when the tape. I could show you right here real quick. So right here, that part obviously of the tape itself, should be black. And a lot of times, if tapes are not stored correctly, they'll get wet, or if there's anywhere where it's moisture or extreme heat, will do damage to your tape, and it'll begin to grow mold and mildew. It actually sort of break down, and mildew and stuff will eat away at it. Once that happens, there's really no reversing it. I've saved a few tapes, but it requires a lot of cleaning, a lot of patience. You gotta take everything apart. It's a real fucking pain in the ass. It takes a long time. I don't really recommend it. If you come across those, don't pick them up. However, as you can tell, the boxes are in like phenomenal condition. So there's no reason why, you know, any of this artwork should get thrown out. So I asked the workers there. I went up to the counter and I was like, "How much, you know, for the box? Can I just get the box by itself?" You know, and at first they were a little bit confused, and I was like, you know, the tapes aren't worth anything. They're shit. They're garbage. They're done. And what do you know? They sold it to me, and the lady actually just rang it up as 97 cents and then gave me the 2 movies for free. So it was awesome. So I spent like $3 there, you know, $2 on the VHS holder and then $1 on this, or less than $1. So like I said, man, ask questions, ask the right questions. Don't be afraid to, throw them a deal. Because I said to him, these tapes are trash. No one's going to buy them. You guys aren't going to sell them, obviously. But I'd hate for the box to get thrown out because the tapes weren't stored correctly, and they gave me them. So now I have the boxes, and that's the thing. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, so I already have the movies on tape, so I don't need more copies of the movie. Now I have the original box, so I'm set. So I got everything I need. So that was Goodwill. And then I was trying to check out a couple local thrift stores, couldn't find them. They're always really tough to find, directions in little towns. It's easier to find the big name stores like the Salvation Army or Goodwill or things like that. And as I was going down the street that I wasn't even supposed to go down, I was kind of like, GPS told me to go this way, I went that way. Well, thank God I went the other way, because I came across VideoMax, and I'm sure all of you saw a post about that earlier. I'll try and do this as fast as I can, because I got a shit ton of movies. 50 cents each, great store, great memories. I had a blast. If anybody who is a fan of old movies or VHS tapes, the old rental store days, I totally recommend just stopping in and checking out these places. It was kind of surreal for me. The smell, the dirty carpets, just the whole place is like kind of ominous and dark. It hasn't changed a bit, and it was like stepping into the past physically. It was kind of overwhelming at first because I almost didn't believe I was really here. Like when I first came across the store, I thought it was a porn star, one of the porn stores that sells like XXX shit. Like I thought Video Max, XXX, like MAXX. But no, it was a regular video rental store, and with the old lady behind the counter eating McDonald's chicken nuggets. It was fucking awesome, and like you could hear like the people out the store, whoever owned the building behind them, was like playing heavy metal music, and it was just so bizarre. It was like the fucking 1990s. It was insane. There was some porn though. There was some. They did have a Playboy section. They had like the WWE divas and bunch of other random stuff like that mixed together. Outside of that, they had like, I think some Maxim did some videos, DVDs. But like pretty much Playboy was the only thing I saw that was really, but nothing old. It was all like early 2000s, mid 2000s. So current stuff, if you like the current stuff. But anyhow, all right, real quick. So I only picked up one DVD because I don't like new stuff. New stuff doesn't like me, But DVDs are considered old now. They're like archaic, so it's okay for me to pick them up. But I got King Kong Lives. It's a very tough one to come across, especially on tape. So that's why I picked up the DVD. This is the sequel to the 70s remake of King Kong. And this is the King Kong Lives On. I've never seen this one. Really excited to watch it. I might watch it tonight after the arcade, if I'm still alive at that point. So we shall see. I think she charged me like under $1 for this or something. So that's really good, DVD, because Walmart's still selling DVDs for like $5. So I got that for like under $1. So once again, great fucking deal. Altogether for all this, she charged me $10.60, and I just handed her $11, and I'm like, keep the fucking change. Like, don't worry about it. Like, you've done, more than enough work just being here. It's been a pleasure. Alright, so we picked up, let's see here. Alright, first VHS pickup was Tron by Disney. I've actually never seen this before. So, really excited to finally watch this. Next pickup on the list is, can't go wrong with some Power Rangers, and it's never too early to start celebrating Christmas. So we got the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Christmas Time Spectacular. So that's always awesome. Speaking of Christmas, I got a Garfield's Christmas. This is another classic one. I do remember this one when I was younger, the Garfield show. Garfield cartoon was a really good one. I'm a sucker for like all the Christmas themed like shows and cartoons and stuff. It's funny because I'm not a big Christmas person. I'm not religious. I honestly kind of hate the holiday, but there's something about Christmas
TV shows, episodes, sitcoms, like Home Improvement, Roseanne. They always had the best holiday episodes. Those were like the best episodes of the show. And I love that. But yeah, in real life, I mean, I don't really care. We got Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, which is the sequel to Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure. I believe the original one, the first one's called. So I could be wrong. I mean, this might be, or maybe it's the third. I don't know if they did. I don't know if they did 3 of these or 2 of them. But it's been so damn long. I really don't remember. And then another Christmas right here. Can't go wrong with some Ernest. R.I.P. Jim Varney did the voice of the dog in Toy Story. Fantastic actor. Kids love it. A fairly current one from the late 90s. Mystery Men. This is actually another one I have not seen yet. I've heard amazing things about this film. All the time people are like, oh, you haven't seen Mystery Men. Well, soon enough I will. And with Emilio Estevez. I believe this might have been his debut film. This is from the early 80s, 83, 84. But really strange movie. The director's like super fucking weird, so it's like some artsy-fartsy movie, but it's basically about him towing people's cars when they're not parked in the right spot. So if you ever go out drinking and your car's gone, it's because Emilio Estevez towed it. He's the repo man. Alright, and then let's see here. Okay, next up on the list is a movie I thought I would never fucking own. I've never seen it. I've heard terrible things about it. It's kind of known as the worst superhero movie ever. Could perhaps be the worst superhero movie ever. But it's definitely the worst Superman movie of all time. Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. Spoiler alert, this is the one I believe that he flies around the Earth and time travels by reversing the Earth's spin, as if and Marty, I believe, is a big fan of this movie. I'm pretty sure Marty has seen this. So there he is, busting off of the top of a rocket ship. So, but yeah, really cool looking cover, I will say. So there he is, man. Keanu Reeves, or not Keanu Reeves, I mean Christopher Reeves. Christopher Reeves, Keanu's father. So I don't think there's any relation there. All right, real quick, I'm going to blow through these. Got some Goosebumps pickups. So I don't know if anybody remembers the Goosebumps show from the 90s. I'm trying to get all of these. I'm trying to get the whole collection. I have like 3 or 4 of them so far. They only released a couple on tape. So hopefully I can find them. But here is Goosebumps, The Werewolf of Fever Swamp. Stay Out of the Basement was a really good one. So those were awesome pickups. Found a... Now, this is based on, I believe, the 80s Spider-Man cartoon series, but it's called a feature-length animated film, sort of the way that they did, episodes of the animated adventures of Batman and Robin, the 90s show on WB Kids. They did this with Spider-Man in the 90s, or I'm sorry, the 80s. So I believe this is not cartoon episodes. This is like a full-length film. I've never seen this one. It looks awesome. It looks really old. The tape is like really neat. The way they like drew all that stuff. There's so much going on with this box. You gotta love the clamshells. Clamshell VHS tapes are awesome. They take up a ton of space, but they're super fucking cool. All right, and we're nearing the end. 2 tapes. 2 tapes to go. This one is the big box. Look how big that is. It's huge compared to a normal, like the Mad Max one. That's a normal size. That is the 10 to Midnight? Yeah. 10 to Midnight with Bronson, star of the Death Wish films. And it's basically like Death Wish all over again. It's just him, Bronson, kicking people's ass, shooting them. Somebody gets kidnapped, and somebody needs saving, and Bronson's there to save him. And I'm not a huge Bronson fan, but I do enjoy his films. But I just love these big box clamshells. They're awesome for displaying. The cardboard ones. You know, hopefully one day my house will look like a video rental store. So, picking up tapes like these, oh, I'm all over. And then the last one, I think, personally for me, is the best pickup of the entire trip. Because it's video game related, of course. I didn't even know about this until recently. In the gaming circles, it's talked about. Sometimes you'll see somebody mention it, or they do a review on it or something like that. But everybody knows Mortal Kombat. Everybody knows the movie. Of course, everybody knows the game. Everybody knows the music theme song. It was a huge part of the 90s. There wasn't, name one time that you went to the bowling alley or roller skating rink or palace and you didn't hear them play that fucking song. Or if you went to dances in high school, they always played the Mortal Kombat theme song. But this right here is something that nobody knows what the fuck it is. It's some weird animated video. And it came free, I think, with the purchase of certain games. And there's codes on there for Mortal Kombat 3 when Mortal Kombat 3 was coming out. And as you can tell, it looks fucking awful. The animation is really bad. And the acting and the voice acting is really, really bad. And the story doesn't make any sense. So, this is awesome. I'm so glad I found this. Because it's one of those rare tapes. This is what I'm talking about. You can't find this anywhere else. There's no footage of it online. It's not, they didn't put it on DVD. They didn't put it on, oh, that's awesome, CJ, that you know about it. Yeah, it's not on Blu-ray. You can't find this anywhere else. You can't stream this from online. You gotta buy the fucking tape. So, I mean, it might be online. Maybe somebody uploaded it, but some certain things are hard to find, and to actually have the physical tape of this is incredible. So that's a huge piece, for any video game collection or just VHS collection. Yeah, I've heard just the most ridiculous things about it, but it is fun. It is an entertaining video, but it's very cheesy and it's But anyhow, that's it. So just a quick recap there of everything I found. So, thanks so much for watching. I know this was a much longer one, but I've been kind of wanting to do a longer live video, and I think I succeeded at the fucking 24-minute mark. So, hopefully you guys aren't sleeping. Hopefully this wasn't too boring. Hopefully the people that watch this later will stay to the end. But I think it is time for me to get some food. So, real quickly, everyone that's watching, the one person that's the four or five viewers that are watching, I want you guys to write in the comments below where I should order food from. I'm just going to get delivery. I'm probably not going to get pizza, but the only places that I found are pizza related. So here is the first one. We got a Giuliano's J&P restaurant and pizzeria. So maybe I'll get a sandwich or burger or something from there. Here we have Alfredo Pizza 2 and Ristorante. So this is the sequel to Alfredo Pizza. So there's that one. And then we have Tony's Hanover House of Pizza. It's a fucking house made of pizza. His house is made of pizza. It's actually melting as we speak, because he lives in a house made of pizza. Which of these three places do you guys think I should order from? If anybody's watching or anybody's interested in commenting, other than CJ or Seth, if anybody want to pick a place? Or maybe I'll just pick one. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Have a good night. Oh, looks like we got a J&P. I mean, I was thinking that one too. It's the biggest fucking one. It's huge. So, that's got to be good. You can't always go with somebody named Tony. That sounds shady. This place looks too fancy for me. Are they trying to be Olive Garden or something? So yeah. Oh, we got to vote for Alfredo. I don't know though. I mean, Alfredo looks a little bit, And then there's marker down here that says prices may change without notice. Fuck that. I'm not going there. Prices aren't going to fucking change at J&P. So I think we're going to do J&P restaurant and pizzeria. So there it is. It's settled. All right. Well, thanks again for watching. Stay tuned later in the day, in the evening, if you guys are still on Facebook. Definitely I'll show you some footage of the arcade timeline here in Hanover. And you guys can see what's going on at night and what it looks like with all the lights and all the games and everything. So this is Jazzy Jeff with